Okay, so in this video, we are talking about setting clear expectations for our kids. We already know that we're focusing on kindness, not niceness, but for our students, we want to build a safe, welcoming, warm environment where they're ready to learn and thrive and everyone feels included and everybody feels celebrated for who they are and they're living their best lives and they are being their best selves and they're incredible and it's magical. Well, we need to set clear expectations for our students, right? And most teachers do that with classroom rules. And I have seen classroom rules that just go on forever and ever and ever. This long list, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. We use 2 classroom rules. That's it. That's all you need. For pre-K classrooms to 12th grade students, this is all you need, 2 rules. And the reason why we only need 2 is because 1, they're easy to remember and they're easy to follow, right? So it's super clear and they don't need a ton of rules. These cover everything. So the 2 rules are be kind, right? Big surprise, because that's what we're focusing on. And then the second one is follow directions, right? Because this is what we need our students to do to be safe. So let me show you what I'm talking about, how everything is included in these 2 classroom rules. And think about it for your students, whatever age you're teaching, right? Whatever age your school is at, think about how every rule that you basically have falls into one of these 2 rules. Okay, so the be kind rule. You're expecting kindness. This is the baseline. This isn't like, oh, you get a cookie for being kind. No, this is how we are. We are a kind classroom. We are a kind school. You are a kind kid. We are a kind group of people. Okay, and so that takes care then of the mean words, the teasing, the name calling, the put downs, the duh, and the eye rolls, and just the nasty. It takes care of profanity or bad words. It takes care of any sort of physical harming, right? So for our younger kids, the pushing, the hitting, the pinching, the biting for our little pre-Ks. For our older kids, fighting in school. Absolutely not, does not fall under the be kind rule. Bullying of any kind, cyberbullying, emotional bullying, mental bullying, physical bullying, and we'll get into that in a later module, like all the different types of bullying. Interrupting somebody when they're talking, because that dismisses, if I'm interrupting you, that's saying, oh, what I have to say is more important than what you have to say. So we don't interrupt. We wait our turn. We can raise our hand, whatever your classroom rules are. Dismissing how hard something is. I can't believe you don't know how to do this. It's so easy. Well, it's only easy when you know how, right? And that's true for everything. That's true for tying your shoes to calculus. It's only easy, well, maybe not calculus, it's still hard. It's only easy when you know how to do it, right? So dismissing, because it puts somebody down and says, oh, you're not smart enough to even know how, I can't believe you don't even know how to do this. I know how to do it. It's a really cruel, dismissive put down. So this covers that. Respecting school property and resources, right? Not hoarding all the materials, not graffiti, not writing on walls, not ripping things or destroying materials. Using your manners, pleases and thank yous. It covers including other people and being friendly and saying yes if somebody wants to be your partner or in your group. It's playing fair and good sportsmanship and following the rules on the yard, right? So that so that everybody gets to play and the rules of the game are being followed so that it's fair for everyone. And a lot of these feel like really small things, right? Like the duh and the like if you ban loser in your class, I cannot stand that word, right? If you ban some of these things, you ban shut up or you ban whatever I don't care is another one, right? I don't care. If we are banning these things because they create this negative classroom environment, they feel like small things, right? But the small things are what add up to this positive classroom environment. So if you are wanting to create a space where people feel like they can raise their hand and give an idea or give a suggestion or give a possible answer, and you want them to feel safe and that they're in a trusted space to do that, then the I don't cares and the does and I can't believe you don't know how to do that, those need to be taken out so that you can create that positive space. It falls under that be kind category where we just expect kindness. Okay, so rule number 2 covers pretty much everything else, and that is follow directions. So if I've asked you to do it, you do it, right? So that's, anywhere from use your quiet voices to no talking, right? Or clean up your space, get out your book, clean off your desks, get ready to go home, pack up your backpacks, unpack your backpacks, line up, sit down, all of the things that you've asked them to do. So your fire drills or your emergency drills, whatever you've asked them to do, they need to do it because that's following the directions. It could go from walking in the classroom, not running, to staying in your seat, whatever you need them to do for whatever part of your day you're in, right? The transition time or moving to centers or coming to the rug, whatever you need. If you've asked them to do it, then they need to do it. And that's your follow directions rule. So it literally covers everything else. So the other thing that we talk about when we're talking about our 2 classroom rules is we try to put a positive spin on it whenever we can. And we tell our kids what to do rather than what not to do, right? So if we don't want them to run, a lot of us would yell. As a teacher, I would yell, no running. I've switched it to say, walk please. So I'm telling them what I want. I want them to be walking, right? Or if they're using a really loud voice, instead of no yelling, it's use a quiet voice, please, right? Or if they're hitting or pushing or they're just bumping into people, we keep our hands to ourselves, please. We keep our hands down, hitting hurts. Whatever you want them to do, spin it so that it's more of a positive way of telling them exactly what you want them to do so that that's what they're going to be hearing. Oh, I should be walking. If you say no running, they're hearing running. So walk, please. We only walk. We're walking at school in the hallways, right? Okay, the other thing that you're going to need to do with these rules, as with all rules and all expectations, is we need to remind them often. So as our kids are going out to recess or lunch, or they're going in a transition to the hallway, 2 rules. What are our 2 rules? Be kind, follow directions. All right, I'm looking for that, right? You're setting them up super clear as they're walking out the door, as they're going to the gym or library or music or any special that you have, or a guest comes in. Okay, we're having a guest speaker. What are our 2 classroom rules? Be kind, follow directions. All right, so that means, and then you can explain it to them a little bit more if there's something specific you need them to do, or if your principal's walking in, or you're being observed by the district staff. That always used to happen to me. Or you're going on a field trip. Hey, listen, we're getting on the bus. 2 rules. What are they? Be kind, follow directions. So for following directions, it's sitting in your seat. It's staying in your seat. Whatever you're needing from them. So, and then over time, depending on your class, you can wean them off of reminding them. You won't need to remind them every single day as they go out to recess, but you probably will in August and September, right? Or if you're introducing this in the middle of the school year, you're like, hey, listen guys, we're gonna start some new classroom rules because we're needing to change some things up. You're gonna need to remind them. And then you can wean them off. And then there's always those years where you have the class that need reminding every day, all the time. They just need lots of reminders. Either it's not important to them, or they're not listening, or they're an extra, like a little crazier of a bunch. You may need to remind them every single day, every transition. 2 rules, what are they? And they can tell them to you. But these 2 rules are all you need. Preschool, kinder, all the way through elementary school, our middle schoolers and our high schoolers. And it's kind of just good life lessons, right? If somebody asks you to do something, you can decide if you're gonna follow those directions or if you're gonna make a better choice for yourself when you're older, right? Be kind. This is just something that we do. These are good life skills to have. All right, so classroom rules, clear expectations. They know what to expect from you. They're not going to be surprised when all of a sudden you're like, it's none of that. It's super calm. Nope, these are our 2 rules. This is what we expect of you. This is the baseline. This is what we do in our classroom. And when they break the rules, you forgot our rules. What are our rules? Our 2 classroom rules. You are a kinder kid than that. Show me how to be a kind kid. Oh, that didn't sound very kind. Let's try it this way, right? It doesn't have to be this punitive thing. It can just be like, oh man, you forgot. Let me help you be a kinder kid. You are a kind kid. You forgot. I'm gonna help you now. Oh, you're not following directions. Let me help you follow directions. I asked you to stay in your seat. Here, let's sit in your seat, right? You can guide them back to doing it. So it doesn't have to be this punitive red card, blue card, yellow card stuff. They don't need to move clips. It's just, these are our expectations. Let me help you get to where we are expecting you to be. All right, I will see you in the next video.